Hi everyone. I've been trying to decide whether to do this video or not. Um, I don't know. I've just decided to go ahead and put it out there because I think maybe there's other people out there that have gone through similar circumstance. Um, I was going along doing great, doing my little resale business. It was going good. I was on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, you name it, doing pretty well. I mean, I'm still working full time at my other job, but it was a fun hobby um, for me. And I love learning about history and the pieces that I was picking up. It would, make me do research and find out things about where it came from and who made it and the time period it was made in. And sometimes it would astound me how old some of the pieces were that I was picking up. And I really like the fact that we're saving part of our history and part of others' history as well. I have had a lot of German pieces, a lot of Italian pieces, pieces from all over the world, and I just really enjoy that aspect of it. I haven't made a thrifting video in quite a while. I didn't realize how long it had been. It's been a long time. Months, like 5 or 6 months, I think. Because I went into my what I'll call my winter season. Because it was winter when it happened. So um there were some things that happened that um took the joy out of what I was doing. And I'll share those things with you. There were three of them. The first thing is that I've been diagnosed with essential tremors, and it's probably just my ego, but that is embarrassing to me for my head to shake and my hands to shake uncontrollably. I do not like being not being in control, especially of my own body. I can't even imagine what it's like for some people that get those diseases where their mind is still okay, but their bodies give out on them in some way or another. I can't even, it would be like hell for me. It's almost like that for me to just have the tremors that I have. They are controlled somewhat with medication, but not always. I have them a little bit right now. I don't know if you can tell, but and maybe in some of my earlier videos going back, you can probably tell it then, but I didn't really know what it was or, what the prognosis was. But if you get them, you never get rid of them. There's no cure for essential tremors. They just medicate them, or sometimes if it is so bad that you can't take it, um, like they can do surgery on your brain, which that's really not an option for me unless there's something else wrong that they need to go in there for. I'll just have to deal with it. And the other thing is your voice can be affected by essential tremors. I'm not sure if I have that yet. I feel like I do, especially when I'm singing along to songs in the car. I feel like my voice is different in some way. Um, so that's one thing. Um, That's something I can't control. The second thing is that I had bid on an auction where the starting bids were $50 and the least that the boxes would be worth was $130. So I bid and won a couple of the boxes. And I got one of the boxes okay. I was a little disappointed about the packaging and the wrapping, but I know the person that sold them, it was an individual, and they were probably overwhelmed because they had gotten so many orders. Um, but if you're going to do that kind of thing, you have to kind of be prepared for it. And it's important to ship things appropriately and make sure they're wrapped, especially when you're dealing with objects that are of historical value or antiques and vintage items. Like I said, it's not all about the money, it's preserving part of our history and making sure that these pieces get into the hands of people that will appreciate them and enjoy them and pass them down to people in their family to do the same. I don't want to see anything go into the garbage. The second box I got, um, because it was not wrapped appropriately and taken care of appropriately, contained this item right here, which is a beautiful Amberina Moon and Stars candy dish. And my husband, because I was so heartbroken, God love him, he tried to glue it back for me. And he did glue it back for me, but it is ruined. Um, it is not really of any value anymore. After some things are broken, they can't be put back together. This broke my heart. This glows under UV light. This piece is probably between 70 and 75 years old, and it survived that long until someone was lacking in skills to ship glass or was in a hurry and broke the item, and it can't ever be put back again. It's destroyed. And that really bothered me. Um, I realize accidents happen, and sometimes there's things that happen that, no matter how good you pack something, it'll get broke. But this could have been prevented, and it broke my heart. When I got it, I cried for a while. Because it was one of the pieces that I was most looking forward to getting. Um, and I probably wouldn't have kept it. I would have resold it, but I would have taken great care and probably kept it in my own collection for a while. I do that, and then I find something else that suits my fancy that I want to save, and I only have so much room to to keep my personal collection, because I don't like to dust, so I don't like a whole lot of things sitting around. Uh, well, I don't like housework in general. So there you have it. There, that's just me. I'm sure a lot of people out there love housework, and it gives them some kind of a meditative thing, but that's not the case for me. I don't meditate and do housework. It's not my thing. Never has been. Um, so that made me question if what I was doing was really worth anything out there. Um, by shipping all this glass back and forth, all these items that were so old. I mean, you really do take a chance on them getting broken. Um, so I haven't really been doing that much thrifting and, buying anything to resell. I've just been selling off my inventory that I have. Some of it's getting pretty scarce. I did, however, yesterday after a doctor's appointment, I had taken the rest of the day off from work, and I did go and buy a few things. And I may make another video showing you those things at a later time. Probably not this weekend because okay, had to pause there for a minute. Someone came to pick up a watch I had. Um, then we talked about two things, and the third thing is I went to an estate sale that was run by the children of the person who had passed, and this one's the hardest one for me because I felt terrible after I left there, and I still feel terrible about it. I wish I could go back in time. But the lady, of course, was grieving. I didn't ask whether it was her mother or her father that had passed or anything, any questions. But at most estate sales that I go to, what I do is I just make a pile, and then I give them one price, and then they tell me yes or no, and then we go back and forth until we decide on a price, or I'll take something out of the pile that they're wanting too much money for. Um, in this instance, I was making a pile. I was going to do the same thing. And then the lady was like, well, I've already got this stuff priced really cheap. Um, and I was like, yeah, I know you do, but I don't ever pay full price for anything usually. I usually just make a pile and then give one price. And she was very hurt by it. I could tell in her face that she was not happy, and she was, like I said, a grieving person who was in grief. And here I am trying to nickel and dime her on her parents' things, and it made me feel really crappy. And I don't know, remember everything that I got, but I do know that I got these side and stricker um, fused glass dishes from that estate sale, and I am so guilt stricken by the process in which I got them that I have not been able to I don't need them, but I haven't been able to list them because I feel so bad about the way that I got them. And I didn't feel really good about myself. And then the joy of doing that kind of thing just kind of left me after those three things happened. And that's why I haven't been doing any videos, because I haven't really been buying anything new. But like I said, I did go out Friday after my doctor's appointment and picked up a couple of things, and I may do a video. And I'm going to try to do my auction tonight on Whatnot. I already have things picked out for it. Some of them are Easter related. It's past Easter, but people buy bunnies and things all the time just because it's still spring type things. So I haven't missed spring yet. So I still have an opportunity to sell some of those items. So I'm hoping that I am in my spring, uh, and that I'm going to start feeling better about things and let those things go and start doing what I love to do again if I can get back into it. It's just going to take some time and work. Just like you have to have your car worked on sometimes you have to work on your mind to get your mind right. And sometimes it's not a good thing to be in your head all the time because it's a scary place to be. Um, but hopefully you'll see some more videos coming up soon. We'll see about it. And thanks for listening. And leave comments down below if you've ever had experienced something like that threw you off track a little bit to what turned something that you really loved into something that you dread. Hopefully I'm out of that situation now. So everybody take care and love each other and love yourself. Talk to you soon.